Hello YouTubers and welcome to another episode of the vlogs. Today, as you can probably tell from the title, we have a 2K to do today. We have another opportunity to do 2000 meters on the rowing machine on the ERG, because remember, ERG is Bay. But before we hop into this gym right here, into the building, onto the ERG, I would really appreciate if you could do two things. Number one, if you aren't subscribed, then if you could hit that subscribe button. Number two, if you've already subscribed, if you could hit that like button. Both of those things combined really help me know that you like or dislike this content, and it also helps YouTube know that you like or dislike this content, and if you like it enough, they'll push it further. So the more likes, the more subscribes on a video, the more a video gets pushed out there, and then the more we can push the Yam Squad worldwide. So, now that that's out the way, it's time to get in there and see what we can do for a 2K. Oh yeah. And we've made it outside of the gym. We've got some new Yam Squad merch, the Gillet, or the gilet some may say, but we had a rate capped 2K there in the gym, just having a bit of fun with the 2Ks. So yes, I've been doing a few 2Ks. I've been doing, how many have I done? I've done the 52, done the 54, I think I did one before that, 56, and then today a 59, but rate capped. And it helps, doing more 2Ks helps with doing 2Ks. And also we wanted to do a little bit of a lower rate to really focus on, or really give an indication of the improvements of strength if they've been happening, which we were right, they were kind of happening. So thought process through the 2K itself, I did some bursts before the 2K at pace. And the idea, I wanted to go sub 6 minutes. And so that meant I had to see 30:29 in the bursts to give me an idea of the pace. But in the bursts, I was hauling full yam and only hitting sort of 28:29. So I was thinking, all right, well, this is going to be quite a tough 2K. So into the 2K itself, went in, and first K felt reasonable, but I really felt like I had to really push the legs and swing really hard on the back, like pretty much full pressure every single stroke. As we went through sort of the K 1200 meters, it was as if it didn't really get much harder. Like it got a little bit harder, but again, still trying to push flat out each and every stroke. And then about 500 meters left, I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to blow and really slow down. But then the same thing that happened in the 2K, or sorry, the 1K last week, that the legs weren't getting worse, and also the legs were more sore during sort of weights, during the deadlifts, during the squats. That meant that, well, my legs aren't that sore now, and my lungs are not on fire at all, or as much as I know they can be, so therefore you can still keep pushing. Plus, I realized that, so I counted to 10 strokes, so I was like, okay, I can do 10 more strokes, and I covered about 250 meters, and then some in 10 strokes. So I thought, well, I'm through 500, I took 10 strokes, I'll take another 10 and I'm almost done. And so that meant that the last sort of 400 flew by so fast, rather than getting to 500 and thinking, oh my goodness, there is so much time left, or so many more strokes left. And that's a combination of just the speed I was going in combination with the rate I was doing. So it was it was a low rate for a 2K. I wouldn't do a 2K at that rate. I would be higher, but we're still experimenting with that as we go forward. Maybe I would do a step up rate 2K to see how we get on, and then probably won't be doing a rate 42 2K like I did in Paris, but it is also good to know that that is possible. But maybe at some point I could combine the fitness and the lung capacity and the anaerobic capacity, the aerobic stuff, with the strength I've now gained. So sort of coming into the middle that we've seen on the 1K last week and the 2K this week, or was it the 1K last week, 2 weeks ago, and get faster. So projected splits for a rate 25, maybe 25 and a half, 2K, say that my actual flat out 2K at the proper rate should be sub 50. So which would be a PB, which is one of the targets I set at the start of the year when I was talking about targets. So I've hit the half hour target and keeping on pushing with that. Not sure if I'll ever do a 5K this very soon, but at some point we'd like to PB on that. And the 2K target, 2K PB, which I think was a 5:47 when I said it, will be getting smashed at some point this year. And I know everyone's going to ask, or at least a lot of people will be curious as to what drag factor today was at. Well, since it was a lower rate, I put the drag factor up a little bit, so I've been sitting around 125 to 130 for the drag factor, but today I pushed it a little bit higher, just below 140, so 139, 138. And for those of you that don't know about drag factor, you can actually go into the settings, go into the menus on the screen and change the drag factor. But for me, on the resistance on the side of the machine, it was about a 5 out of 5.5. Since it's a new machine, it's relatively low. So that's why I recommend going into the settings for the drag factor, because my 5 on my machine could mean it's your 7 hitting the same drag factor, just with maintenance and dust in the machine, etc, etc. But that will be it for today's episode, Yam Squad. A little bit of something different. We're going to go on to, or I'm going to try and do some indoor non-erg type home workouts relatively soon. Sorry if the wind noise is catching in here. We've changed the mic so that it's not cutting out, but hopefully, like I said, get some home workouts in there for you to follow along with Yam Squad as isolation draws closer. But as always, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Stay healthy in these strange times, and I will see you in the next episode of the vlogs. Oh yeah!